We're starting the breakdown of episode 117. Before you watch, don't forget to hit like. Outside the red prison, a ghostly silhouette appears. At that very moment, the black iron gates slowly creak open, forming a narrow slit. From within emerges a hunched man with a grim face. Wang Lin narrows his eyes slightly. He immediately senses that this man's cultivation level is comparable to Mo Lihai's. Both stand at the late stage of great perfection in the realm of transformations. The hunched man asks, "What's your name?" "Wang Lin," comes the calm reply. The man asks no further questions. He turns and leads the ghost deeper into the red prison. The farther they go, the denser the aura of the sand spring becomes. Dim ghostly lights flicker weakly along the walls, flaring and fading, casting an ominous atmosphere through the air. Along the way, the man observes Wang Lin subtly, but he notices something unsettling. Wang Lin remains utterly composed, his expression seemingly unchanging. Even more unnerving, he seems to blend effortlessly into this foul aura. The hunched man involuntarily tenses, completely discarding his initial disdain. The red prison consists of two parts, above ground and underground. Its true core lies beneath the surface. They descend a dark staircase, ever deeper and deeper. Suddenly, cries and roars echo from the depths. So saturated with rage and hatred they feel tangible. Breathing becomes difficult. The hunched man deliberately slows his pace, testing the ghost's reaction. But the ghost remains unmoved. Finally, they reach the very end of the prison. Here, the space resembles a vast cage divided into thousands of individual cells. The roars and shrieks emanating from them crash like a storm. The hunched man suddenly shouts, "Silence!" Instantly, dead silence falls. At the far end stands a small black hut. The man points at it and grins menacingly. "Brother Ghost, this is my domain. These prisoners are all slated for execution within a month. You can train freely and kill them, no one will object." He adds that Mo Lihai personally insisted on granting the ghost the first 3 layers of the Shi Ben Quan Yi technique. Then he turns and departs. The ghost gazes at the prison with a serene expression. He steps inside, and immediately, an oppressive aura crashes down upon him. Mocking jeers and threats erupt from the cells. Blackened hands thrust through the bars, accompanied by vicious curses. Wang Lin coldly ignores it all. Instead, he carefully studies the prisoners, possessed and grotesquely warped by the sand spring's aura. Suddenly, one criminal, covered in black filth, challenges the ghost to a duel and even spits toward him. Wang Lin easily sidesteps, then halts with a faint smirk, extending his right hand as if beckoning the man to attack. The prisoner hesitates but ultimately lunges forward. Wang Lin then pinches 2 fingers into a blade and drives them into his opponent's body. Instantly, a lethal surge of chi floods in. The man convulses violently. Blood gushes from all 7 orifices, and within seconds, he's reduced to a desiccated mummy. For a moment, silence falls over the scene. Wang Lin examines the effect of his killing chi. It truly drains life force, yet it still can't fully split or assume other forms. He falls into thoughtful silence, then continues onward. In the next cell, 2 inmates plead with him to kill each other, promising cooperation in return. Wang Lin says nothing. He merely points a finger into the air, and bloody marks instantly bloom on both their foreheads. They collapse simultaneously, yet in their eyes flickers relief and even gratitude. Since entering the prison, Wang Lin has clearly sensed that the sand spring's aura also carries death energy. At first, he assumed it was due to the countless dead here, but as he delves deeper, he realizes something else. Most prisoners actually yearn for death. They just lack the courage to end their own lives. Examining the 2 bodies, Wang Lin notices they aren't desiccated, but some strange essence has vanished from them. He feels he's almost grasped a crucial thread, yet it slips away. Again and again, he reflects on his killing to absoluteness technique. Clearly, something vital is still missing. To break through, he begins methodically eliminating prisoners, studying each corpse with care. 5 days pass. Of the 1,000 inmates, more than half are already dead. A thick aura of death blankets the prison, refusing to dissipate. After observing nearly 1,000 corpses, Wang Lin begins to sense a vague epiphany, yet full comprehension remains elusive. He mutters involuntarily, "What am I missing?" At that moment, a man surnamed Su emerges from the shadows. He states plainly, Wang Lin's problem is that his killing heart is still insufficiently developed. His killing lacks completeness and purity. Su introduces himself as a follower of the killing demon path. Kill to temper your mind. Forge your mind into a demon. He demonstrates his own killing heart. Though no overt killing aura radiates outward, the hidden threat within sends chills crawling over Wang Lin's skin. He senses lethal danger. Su offers to take the ghost to a true place for cultivating the killing path. But with a condition, Wang Lin must kill one of Su's enemies, the very one he himself cannot defeat. Wang Lin agrees, though a note of caution lingers in his heart. Su smirks darkly and turns to leave. By the way, the Red Prison is merely a facade. In truth, the 4 prisons of Tianyao City exist solely to feed the Demon Emperor with killing aura. This is a sacrificial altar for earth worship. Thus, the true essence lies at the prison's deepest level. Only there can you truly comprehend the killing heart. Wang Lin follows Su ever deeper. The air grows thicker with the scent of blood, and the aura of killing intensifies. Finally, they arrive in a separate blood-red space. The ground is soaked in thick blood trails. Blood lakes are scattered everywhere. Practitioners with horrific wounds sit immersed in them, surrounded by pure killing aura. Wang Lin steps into one of the lakes. Killing aura surges into his body. He chooses not to resist, and fully immerses himself in the sensation of killing intent. Gradually, his eyes fill with blood. His killing intent grows denser, more condensed. Suddenly, every practitioner in this space opens their eyes simultaneously. A hurricane of killing aura erupts, and a frenzied slaughter begins. Influenced by the collective fury, Wang Lin also loses consciousness and plunges into the massacre. Each of his movements carries lethal threat. He alternates between combat techniques and treasure armors, leaving only corpses wherever he treads. He's drenched in blood, and the killing aura around him rages like a fiery storm. He knows no fatigue. Crucially, in this space, the slain do not truly die. Under the array's influence, they instantly revive, to once again become sources of killing aura. The energy born from the slaughter is absorbed by the heavens and vanishes. After a long time, the massacre ends. Only about 100 survivors remain, including Wang Lin. Their eyes are crimson, their minds lost, and a 3-zhan thick aura of bloody killing surrounds them. After the battle, each seeks a lake for meditation. Those who revived automatically yield their place to newcomers. Wang Lin claims a solitary lake. Gradually, his eyes clear, and he enters deep contemplation of the killing heart. He realizes, the key to mastering killing aura lies entirely within the killing heart. All his previous success was mere coincidence. From this moment, the cycle of massacre repeats, several times a day. Wang Lin participates in 4 battles daily. He reaches the end, yet still falls short of a black-haired youth. That youth's killing aura measures a staggering 100 zhan in thickness. He rules this slaughter like a king. After one battle, a silver serpent suddenly appears. It instantly absorbs the killing aura of all survivors. The black-haired youth resists, but the serpent effortlessly crushes him. He's reduced to a bloody pulp, and his entire killing aura is devoured by the serpent. Though the youth revives in the lake, he's utterly drained and must begin anew. Wang Lin watches this and recalls Su's words about the Demon Emperor's sword. He suddenly understands. This entire massacre is nothing more than fodder for the sword. As time passes, Wang Lin kills more and more. His killing aura condenses further. Gradually, he stands out among the rest. Survivors dwindle to 20. His own aura reaches 70 zhan. His killing intent grows heavier and purer. One day, after the final battle, only 2 remain in the sky, Wang Lin and the black-haired youth. The silver serpent appears again and begins absorbing aura. The youth attacks once more and is again defeated. His body is torn apart. But Wang Lin calmly disperses his aura, avoiding conflict. His mind remains clear. Sitting in the lake, he continues pondering, killing to absoluteness. And finally, he grasps its essence. Killing intent woven into the very fabric of life becomes the seal of existence. This is the transformation between life and death. At that moment, 5 streams of killing aura erupt from his body. They merge into a gray vortex and surge into his chest. Instantly, his presence changes. The aura of killing to absoluteness crashes down upon the entire blood-red space. Killing aura spreads, and the practitioners in the lakes begin to disintegrate. They dissolve into gray mist that swirls around Wang Lin. This time, they truly die, yet in their eyes gleams clarity and liberation. The entire space begins to collapse. Only the black-haired youth grits his teeth, clinging to existence with his last strength. He remains the sole survivor who hasn't broken. At this moment, 3,792 strands of killing aura gather in the air, all swirling around Wang Lin. Suddenly, the silver serpent appears. Its gaze locks onto the ghost, its killing intent physically palpable. They stand face to face. Wang Lin, the black-haired youth, and the enraged serpent. The serpent roars furiously and lunges forward, striking with its claw. This blow seems to overturn heaven and earth. Its power indescribable, its pressure omnipresent. But Wang Lin doesn't flinch. The 3,792 strands of killing aura around him suddenly ignite. They fuse into a single sword piercing the very fabric of reality, and surge to meet the serpent's claw. A thunderous impact shakes the entire space. The serpent's claw instantly crumbles to dust. The serpent rages. In its eyes burns a killing fury it has never known. As the demon emperor's sword, it has never suffered defeat at the hands of such a lowly being. Even if the strike wasn't at full strength, this insult is unforgivable. It resolves to erase Wang Lin from existence. Opening its maw, it unleashes a blade, a ray of purest killing intent. This blade tears the heavens apart. It seems nothing else exists in the universe, only this blade. It streaks straight toward Wang Lin. Without hesitation, Wang Lin transforms into lightning and races toward the exit of the blood realm. His killing aura reshapes into the seal of life, layering repeatedly upon his forehead, until his entire body is enveloped in 300 layers of defense. The blade strikes, the seal of life flares in desperate resistance, shielding Wang Lin. He doesn't pause for an instant, plunges through the portal, and vanishes. Meanwhile, in the collapsing realm, the black-haired youth, barely breathing, pleads, "Save me, just this once." But the serpent has no time. Furious, it rips open space and races after Wang Lin. In the center of Tianyao City, within the Demon Emperor's palace, in the Hall of Swords, the serpent-like silver blade embedded in the blood array suddenly emits a piercing chime. It then erupts into the sky and streaks away, leaving a trail of silvery light. Its aura blankets the entire city. Generals and commanders look up in terror. In the Supreme General's residence, a white-robed man whispers, "Who could have angered the Demon Emperor's sword so deeply?" Generals Shi Shao and Sun Tao grow grim. This is clearly serious. At the border of the Fire Division, General Mo Fei gazes at the silver trail and murmurs, "The demon sword's wrath." Strangely, it looks exactly like that black-haired boy from the Red Prison.
Immoli AS residence, une assistirse.
He suspects the ghost might be the cause, but quickly dismisses the thought as absurd. Yet the ghost has already returned. He swiftly makes his way back to the Missouri estate. Mo Lihai, seeing him, instantly understands something monumental has occurred. He immediately leads Wang Lin into a secret chamber in the courtyard to hide him. That night, Tianyao City doesn't sleep. The Demon Emperor's sword rampages through the city, hunting the ghost, but fails. Mo Lihai conceals his aura with his own demonic power, and Wang Lin hides within the Tian Ni Pearl, erasing his presence completely. At dawn, The enraged sword vents its fury on the red prison, leaving behind a canyon 1,000 zhan deep. Then it returns to the Hall of Swords, though the city rebuilds the prison. In the following months, the sword returns again and again to destroy it, seemingly venting its spite and humiliation. A deafening explosion echoes in the distance. Heaven and earth tremble. Through dust and smoke, the demon emperor's sword lets out a satisfied roar and vanishes into the skies like a silver lightning bolt. Wang Lin looks in that direction and smirks. That sword is just like a child. Can't find me, so it takes it out on that poor prison. This is the 10th time, right? Emoli Hai smiles bitterly, yet admiration for Wang Lin grows deeper within him. He carefully scans his presence and realizes, if he hadn't seen him with his own eyes, he wouldn't have sensed the ghost at all. Recalling how just days ago, Wang Lin emerged from a secluded session in the dungeon, and he hadn't noticed a thing. Emoli Hai reevaluates the ghost's strength to an entirely new level. Especially striking is the rune symbol flickering on Wang Lin's forehead. He doesn't ask directly, but guesses something incredible must have happened to him in the red prison. Perhaps he's perfected his technique. Cautiously, Moli Ai asks, be honest, how strong are you now compared to when you were in Guyao City? He's thinking ahead to the upcoming general trials. He needs to know the ghost's true power. After all, in these trials, each general may yield their match to an external fighter. And that's precisely why he chose Wang Lin. Even without that strike, I would have defeated you, Wang Lin replies calmly. Emoli Hai laughs loudly. For the first time in a long while, he feels relief. In half a month, on Ghost Night, the trials begin. The Emperor himself will attend. If you perform well, I'll personally nominate you and make you a general. Wang Lin merely smiles faintly and says nothing. That same evening, Emoli Hai invites Wang Lin to visit an important person. He gladly agrees. After their talk, Wang Lin walks to the riverbank and sits. The sound of a qin drifts from a passing pavilion. He holds a clay jug of water wine, his face calm, his soul at peace. The music on the surface is cheerful, but beneath it lies profound sorrow. Wang Lin doesn't try to change it. He simply accepts it, as a traveler absorbing another's feelings. The pavilion drifts closer. First comes the qin's melody. On the prow stands a woman, still facing away. Her playing is steeped in grief. Beside her sits a youth in a plain green robe. His face is pure, his aura completely free of demonic traces. He sets down his cup and says softly, "Could you not play like that? I want to hear your true sound." The woman remains silent, then begins a new melody, piercingly sorrowful. The notes ripple across the river. Wang Lin closes his eyes, sinking into the feeling, and an invisible connection forms between him and the youth on the boat. Moments later, Wang Lin opens his eyes and finally looks toward the pavilion. His gaze glides over the woman's back, then meets the youth's eyes. They silently raise their cups to each other. The pavilion drifts away. The qin's sound fades. The woman turns and looks into the distance. Someone's there. The youth smiles and whispers, "A very interesting boy." Night falls. Wang Lin and Emoli Hai arrive at Deputy General Xian Cheng's residence. Emoli Hai presents his calling card. They're ushered into the inner courtyard. There, facing away, stands a man in a purple robe. His presence is like a mountain. This is Deputy General Xian Cheng. His strength matches a late-stage early cauldron inquiry cultivator. He's on the verge of breaking through. Emoli Hai bows respectfully. "Well?" the purple-robed man asks coldly. "What are your chances of becoming deputy?" "4 in 10, Emoli Hai replies. The man snorts in disdain. "And with him," Emoli Hai adds, pointing to the ghost. "With him, 9 in 10. The purple-robed man shifts his gaze to Wang Lin. "Show me your strongest technique. Let's see if you're even worthy." Wang Lin coldly raises his hand. Instantly, 2,000 strands of killing aura erupt from him. They roar like dragons and charge straight at the man. The man pales, panicking as he releases demonic energy in the form of a tiger, but it instantly shatters. He stumbles back, crushing his beloved flowers underfoot, and the killing aura nearly grazes his body. When the aura vanishes, the purple-robed man is deathly pale. He forces a smile. "Excellent, you're worthy." Mo Lihai leads Wang Lin away. Once they're gone, the man can no longer hold back, and vomits a fountain of blood. He immediately declares he'll enter closed-door meditation for 3 months. On the way home, Mo Lihai is elated, but several times seems about to say something, and stays silent. Back at the estate, he looks at Wang Lin with sincere pleading in his eyes. At the general trials, "Help me, I'll remember this favor forever." This is the first time he's spoken to the ghost in such a tone. In his heart, Wang Lin is no longer just an ally. He's a true master, far surpassing his generation. That technique that forced even the deputy general to retreat has left Mo Lihai deeply shaken. He's certain, with such an ally, no general can rival him. "Since I promised, I'll help," Wang Lin replies calmly. Mo Lihai laughs and invites him to drink century-old wine. Wang Lin gladly agrees. Meanwhile, in the Demon Emperor's palace, in the Hall of Swords, a yellow-robed man gazes at the demon's sword array and gently warns, "That's enough trips to the Red Prison. One more time, and I'll throw you into the Dragon Pond." The sword is furious, but deep down, its rage toward that food that dared defy it only grows. At the very bottom of the Red Prison, in the Blood Realm, the cycle of slaughter resumes. The black-haired youth sits in a lake, absorbing killing intent. His killing aura grows. Hope flares in his heart. "I'll escape, just like that man." In battle, he mows down enemies like a god of slaughter, and remains the sole survivor. But when he tries to flee toward the exit, a silver serpent appears before him and kills him. The youth explodes in despair, but still revives in the lake. The serpent kills him again and again, only ceasing when his fury finally subsides. Time dwindles before the general trials. Tension grips Tianyao City. Generals prepare for the fierce competition for deputy. Secret intrigues and open conflicts erupt everywhere. Though lethal duels between generals themselves are forbidden, their subordinates are killed without remorse. The emperor has set clear boundaries, yet the risk remains immense. One wrong move and you perish in this city. Mo Lihai understands this perfectly. He enters closed-door meditation to maintain peak condition and sets defensive arrays around his estate. But Wang Lin remains astonishingly calm. Each morning, he goes to the riverbank, listens to the qin, and ponders the Dao. He suppresses his aura to avoid drawing the demon sword's attention. But one day, peace is shattered by a black silhouette. A man in black mocks the ghost defiantly. "Killing you will weaken Mo Lihai." Wang Lin doesn't even stir. He simply raises a finger and releases the finger of oblivion. A black flash instantly destroys the man's sword and kills him too. Gray mist flows from the corpse's 7 orifices and merges into Wang Lin's body. He understands. This was merely a test sent by one of the generals, not even worth a second thought. He continues listening to the qin. 1,000 zhan away, on the 2nd floor of a riverside tavern, 2 figures in black watch him. "Strong," says the younger one. "His level is likely infant nascent stage." "Doesn't matter," replies the other. "Since the elder ordered us to take him, he won't escape." He gives the command. On the 1st floor, a middle-aged man stands and transforms into a red sword, streaking toward Wang Lin. Wang Lin still sits by the water, listening to music. The red blade hurtles toward him with killing intent. Grass around it withers, but Wang Lin doesn't even turn. Again, he releases the finger of oblivion. The black flash collides with the blade, it shatters. The black-clad man is gravely wounded and falls, then dies from the same finger. Gray mist is once again absorbed by Wang Lin. On the 2nd floor, the young man frowns seriously, stands and decides to fight himself. "I'm number 2, he says. Late-stage infant nascent, nearly peak. He steps toward Wang Lin. With each step, his aura grows. Demonic and heavenly energies intertwine. creating strange, potent power. When he's 30 zhan away, Wang Lin still hasn't turned. He simply waves a hand and releases the finger of oblivion again. The black flash streaks forward. The youth forms a seal and creates a condensed ball of mixed energy. It absorbs the black ray, but then gray mist begins corroding it, and the ball explodes. The youth retreats, unleashing hundreds of defensive spheres, barely stopping the attack. "Is that your strongest technique?" he taunts. "Let's see what else you've got." The pavilion drifts away. The music fades. Wang Lin slowly stands and turns to face the youth. His eyes open slightly, and killing aura erupts like a solid wall. The youth's mind shatters. His presence collapses. His body freezes, his movements cease. In terror, he stares into Wang Lin's eyes and feels his will break under that gaze. On the first floor, all in black are drenched in sweat. On the second floor, the elder panics. The killing path. How many people has he killed for his aura to be this dense? He realizes resistance is futile. He tries to teleport, but is ejected from space. In desperation, he detonates a seal in his body. His demonic and heavenly energies explode and level the entire tavern. When the dust settles, Wang Lin stands 100 zhan away, completely unharmed. He brushes dust from his clothes and walks away. The youth's body slowly sinks into the river. Gray mist flows from it and races after the ghost. In the Imperial Palace, a soft laugh echoes. Tianyao Di learns that General Mo Fei, using the Fire Division's merits, requested an early duel with Mo Lihai and shows interest. "Approved," he says, but the old counselor voices concern. "If we start making exceptions, others will follow." The emperor replies indifferently, "If anyone else presents 10 million combat merits, I'll approve theirs too." Moments later, the elder leaves with a report, shaking his head. Time dwindles before the trials. Tense silence blankets Tianyao City. Conflicts erupt everywhere. Wang Lin sits by the river, gazing at the overcast sky. "All this is just a game for the emperor," he whispers. Foreigners slaughter each other for the audience's amusement. He takes a sip of wine, his gaze clear. Then he stands and steps into the twilight. The streets are nearly empty. 100 zhan from the Missouri estate, a man in green appears. Behind him looms a massive sword. His steps are firm, his face impassive. Around him swirls thick heavenly aura, suppressing everything nearby. Inside the estate, Mo Lihai meditates in a secret chamber. 17 humanoid dolls surround him, emitting sinister light. They form a circle with his demonic aura. Suddenly, his eyes snap open. Like lightning, he senses the visitor's presence. The man in green approaches the gates. Without using any technique, just with a glance, he reduces them to dust. 2 guards instantly turn to bloody mist. "I am Shao, the 12th of Mo Yang, disciple of the great Luo sword Dao. I request an audience with Mo Lihai," he says calmly, and he steps inside. Everyone within 10 zhan of him, without exception, dissolves into mist. Even stones and structures crumble. A small figure appears, trying to stop him, but is repelled by sword aura. As she retreats, 3 white-haired elders appear, but they're halted by Mo Lihai's thunderous voice. He appears in person, radiating overwhelming presence. "What do you want?" The green-robed man calmly presents a challenge. By order of Mo Fei, the duel will take place in 3 days, beyond Gu Dao Tingxie. He turns to leave, but suddenly, he senses a powerful aura 100 zhan away. His gaze locks onto a slender figure. 7th disciple of Master Z, Wang Lin. Mo Lihai also senses his arrival and breathes a sigh of relief. The green-robed man tries to provoke the ghost, but Wang Lin simply ignores him and walks past. Furious, the man unleashes 64 blades, straight at Wang Lin's back, but they shatter against the seal of life, not even touching his body. Enraged, he draws the giant purple sword from his back and swings. The Mo Yang cleaving sword. The attack is terrifying, but Wang Lin merely shakes his head slightly. He watches this devastating strike and shows neither fear nor excitement. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. See you next week.